Hi guys, it's Lauren, and today I'm talking about algae in a fish tank, how to stop it, just information about it, because you need to understand the algae to then get rid of it. So the first important thing that you should know before you start watching this video is if your water is green, check out my video on my channel, and it should be called something like how to get rid of green water in an aquarium, and that should help you get rid of that. But if you have algae as well, continue watching. So the first thing is the algae grows in your fish tank because of water, light and nutrients. Water is obviously because there's water in your tank. Light is because I actually have an LED light on my fish tank, and also I have a window behind me, so do check your location of your fish tank. So mine's in my bedroom, so there is nowhere else I can actually put my fish tank, so it kind of has to be here. And also you obviously cannot move an aquarium once it has water in it, otherwise it will break, everything will go wrong, so don't try and move it. And then nutrients is from the waste that your fish produce when they go to the toilet, which acts as nutrients for the algae. The next thing I'm going to talk about is how you get rid of the algae. So there are 4 different things that I've found that you can get rid of algae. So one thing that you can do is get a fish which, now if you don't have a really bad case of algae, get something like a guppy, a molly. They kind of nibble on algae, so that's only if you have a little bit. But I do recommend algae eating fish, like catfish, Siamese algae eaters. I mean, you can Google it, but make sure when you Google that you put that if you have a tropical tank, a cold water tank, and also look through all the pictures because you don't want an ugly fish as well. And also make sure they eat your type of algae as well. So that's one of the main things, and also you can also poison the algae with different chemicals, and also reduce the amount of light, or starve the algae by reducing the amount of nutrients in the water, which is the amount of waste, when the fish go to the toilet. As I said earlier, get some fish that eat it would be algae eaters. Remember, do a lot of research on them particular fish, because if your tank isn't producing enough or doesn't produce the right type of algae, it will be bad for your algae eating fish. And as I said, algae, guppies, what did I just say? Algae? No. Guppies and mollies and loads of other fish eat fish food, as well as they kind of nibble on the algae, so they're also alternative fish. But I do recommend at least one. Actually, I only recommend one for my size tank, which is 30 litre, one algae eating fish. And also reduce the amount of light. So if you have a fish tank, move it away from the source of light, which is like a window, or close a blind, or keep it kind of, mine I think I'll kind of put it 3/4 of the way down, so I have some sort of light in my room, but it won't be too bad for the tank. I will also, I will probably at daytime probably have my light off in my tank, because obviously that counts as a source of light. And also I'll probably turn it off most of the time, because usually I have my light on in my YouTube videos to make my tank look brighter, and also so you can see what I'm doing more. So another thing that you can do is, obviously I said earlier that the aquariums are difficult to move, so you can cover the side that faces the window with aluminium foil, or a grocery store. Oh, that's description. It's the sort of tin foil, and it's tin foil. Here they call it aluminium foil, but obviously that would be quite a good one. So maybe do something like that. And then I'm not going to go into ponds because mine's mainly on aquariums, but I'm going to move on to the amount of nutrients, how to reduce the amount of nutrients. So in the water, by changing some water every day, it will get rid of the algae and reduce the amount of nutrients in the water, which is basically just do a quick gravel clean every day. But also make sure you don't get rid of a lot of the water. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you're going to get rid of the bacteria, which is good for your tank. So remember to buy a bottle of live bacteria. I'll get the one that I use quickly so I can show you guys. I use this stuff. I'll kind of focus in it for you. So basically this says down under dual action, it says contains live bacteria. Look for anything which says contains live bacteria, because that obviously adds the bacteria you take out on a water change, which I recommend. So I'm just going to get on with the nutrients now. So obviously that will reduce the amount of nutrients doing water changes. So obviously that will take away one of its main components to grow, which is nutrients. Also try and reduce, watch how much your fish actually eat, because usually if you accidentally put too much in, just fish it out and put it in the bin or something. Because if you put it in, they're just gonna, they're obviously gonna eat it all because they're fish and they just love eating. But if they don't, I use semi-floating micro pellets, which they fall to the ground quite quickly when they get wet. So what's going to happen is they float and then they just sink, and then that obviously allows bacteria to grow. So what I recommend, don't think I would, to make it less effort, I would kind of reduce the amount of light in your tank, and I would also get an algae-eating fish, and then when your levels get quite stable, kind of find out a method which would keep your tank quite good, because you don't want to have a massive load of foil on your tank. So this is a quick summary for you guys. First thing, algae is a plant that can grow in your fish's home. Algae doesn't hurt fish, and algae grows best in water with too much fish waste. Too much fish waste can harm your fish, and algae is a reminder to do more practical water changes. So when you see algae, change 20% of your water each day to reduce the fish waste in your water. So hopefully that helps you. Personally, I don't get why I have algae in my tank, because I do water changes every 2 weeks. I put the bacteria in, water conditioner, I do all of that stuff. So I think it's because my fish do go to the toilet quite a lot, because when I've been making this video for you guys right now, I've just been looking at my fish and they've gone loads, but luckily you can't see. So I think my fish are pooping machines. What I'm definitely going to do is I'm going to close my blinds so it's a lot darker. I'm going to definitely turn my LED light off, and then say it's quite late, I might want my fish tank on for some light in my room. I'll probably just keep it on for that. So hopefully these things have helped you with your fish keeping, and help you get rid of your algae in your fish tank. Please, if you have any problems or want any advice on water changes or anything like that, check out some of the videos on my channel, because I'm guaranteed to have a video to help you. Also, if you can't be bothered to check out my other videos, just put a comment below and I will help you with any of your problems. So remember to subscribe and like my video and favourite it as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.